Welcome. Poem 9 Butto 10th Standard Part 2 Question Answer. English First Language Part 2 Karnataka State Board Syllabus 2024-2025 Glossary First meaning. Unto means to. Self means riches. Rever means respect. Resign means offer. Swear means make a promise. Strife means trouble. Recompense means reward for one's help. Here Gurudakshina or teacher's fee. Reward means cut. Sod means a piece of earth with grass growing on it. Second main comprehension questions. A. Answer the following questions briefly. 1. Why had Butto gone to Dronacharya? Butto, here Ekalavya, went to Dronacharya to become his disciple and learn the art of archery. Inspired by Dronacharya's reputation as a great teacher, Bhutto sought his guidance to master archery despite not having the social privileges or background of other students like the prince. His determination to learn showcased his respect for knowledge and his desire to excel. 2. How did Drona respond to Bhutto's request? Dronacharya rejected Bhutto's request to become his disciple. He refused to teach him archery because Bhutto did not belong to the royal or warrior class. Despite this rejection, Bhutto didn't lose heart and resolved to teach himself, demonstrating his perseverance and dedication. Uh, Question number 3. I came here to learn these signs, says Bhutto. What does these signs refer to? In this text context, these signs refers to the art and discipline of archery that Dronacharya, as a master archer, possessed and taught. Bhutto admired Dronacharya's expertise and sought to learn his skill from him to master the techniques and principles of archery. It symbolizes Bhutto's respect for knowledge and his desire to learn from the best. 4. Why did Bhutto revere Drona as his master? Bhutto revered Dronacharya as his master because he greatly admired Drona's unmatched skill and expertise in archery. Even though Drona did not formally accept him as a disciple, Bhutto saw him as a source of inspiration and guidance. He dedicated himself to learning archery in Drona's name, crafting a mud idol of his master as a symbol of respect and devotion. This deep admiration and acknowledgement of Drona's influence underscored Bhutto's humility and gratitude. Question number 5. Bhutto says, all that I have, all I shall conquer by my skill, gladly shall I to thee resign. This shows Bhutto's option A, reverence to Drona, option B, generosity, option C, gratitude, option D, foolishness. The correct answer is option A, reverence to Drona. This statement reflects Bhutto's deep respect and devotion to his master, Dronacharya, by expressing his willingness to offer all his achievements to his master. Bhutto demonstrates his reverence and unwavering loyalty. Question number 6. Rash promise ever ends in strife. By saying this, Drona is A. Warning Bhutto of unpleasant consequences. B. Offering Bhutto a chance to change his stance. C. Hinting that his demand for recompense could be damaging or destructive to Bhutto. D. Regretting the rash promise he had made to Arjuna. The correct answer is A. Warning Bhutto of unpleasant consequences. By saying rash promise ever ends in strife, Dronacharya cautions Bhutto about the potential difficulties or negative outcomes of making impulsive promises without fully considering their implications. 7. What did Drona seek from Bhutto as recompense? Dronacharya sought Bhutto's right hand thumb as a recompense for his self taught mastery of archery. This symbolic demand ensured that Bhutto would not surpass Arjuna, Dronacharya's favorite disciple, thereby fulfilling Drona's promise to make Arjuna the greatest archer. Despite the harshness of this request, Bhutto willingly complied as an act of devotion and respect for his guru. Question number 8. What justification did Drona give for his unfair demand? Dronacharya justified his demand for Bhutto's right hand thumb by stating that he had made a promise to Arjuna to ensure that no one would surpass him in archery. To keep his word and maintain Arjuna's supremacy, Drona sought this extreme recompense from Bhutto, even though it appeared unfair. This reflects the conflicting obligations Drona felt towards his promise and his role as a teacher. 9. Bhutto, a small extract from a very long poem, is composed in an epic form. It makes use of the archaic word like the unto, the. Pick out other archaic words from this extract. From the extract of Bhutto, some other archaic words include the, meaning your, mine, an older form of my, E, an old form term for as, thou, the older form of you. These words enhance the poem's epic and timeless quality, reflecting the language style of ancient texts and traditions. 10th one. The poem makes use of the dialogue form. The two speakers in the poem are Drona and Bhutto. Identify the lines suggests or passages spoken by each of them. In the poem Butto, the dialogues alternates between the Dronacharya and Butto. Here, how their lines or the passages can be identified. Lines, the passages by Butto. O Master, unto thee I came to learn these signs. All that I have, O Master mine, all I shall conquer by my skill. Gladly shall I to thee resign. Thou art my master. Ask, O ask, from thee my inspiration came. Lines or the passages by the Dronacharya. If I am master, how thou hast finished the course, give me my due. Rash promise ever ends in strife. For thee sake, loud I ask and clear, give me, O youth, the right hand thumb. For this said Dronacharya, fame shall sound the prize from sea to sea. These passages help convey the contrasting emotions. Bhutto's unwavering devotion and Dronacharya's stern demands. B. Close study. Read the following extract carefully, discuss in pairs, and then write the answers to the questions given below them. 1. I press for this sad recompense, says Drona. Option A. What does sad recompense refer to? The sad recompense referred to the demand Dronacharya made to Bhutto sacrifice his right hand thumb as a token of payment for his self acquired mastery in archery. It is termed sad because it was a harsh and unfair demand. B. What does it tell us about Drona? This shows that Dronacharya was conflicted. While he valued loyalty and wanted to keep his promise to Arjuna of ensuring his unparalleled skill, he also recognized the gravity and unfairness of asking for such a painful sacrifice from Bhutto. It portrays Drona as a complex character, torn between his responsibilities as a teacher and his obligations to fulfill a promise. See, if it was sad recompense, Why did Drona demand it? Dronacharya demanded this sad recompense to honor the vow he had made to Arjuna that no one would surpass him in archery. Although the demand was unjust, Drona felt compelled to uphold his promise, even at the cost of causing pain and loss to Butto, highlighting the rigid sense of duty that defined him. 2. The severed thumb was on the sword. There was no tear in Butto's eye. A. Why was the thumb severed? The thumb was severed as a form of recompense demanded by Dronacharya. He asked Butto to sacrifice his right hand thumb to fulfill the promise he had made to Arjuna of ensuring his supremacy in archery. B. Why was there no tear in Butto's eye? There was no tear in Butto's eye because he accepted Dronacharya's demand with the utmost devotion and without resentment. His resilience, self discipline, and unshaken faith in his master allowed him to carry out the act without showing pain or regret. See, what does it tell you about Bhutto? This tells us that Bhutto was a figure of immense strength, humility, and devotion. His willingness to sacrifice his own aspirations for the sake of honoring his master demonstrates his selflessness and deep commitment to values such as respect, obedience, and gratitude. Paragraph writing, third main 1. Discuss in pairs the great qualities of Bhutto and write down any five. Bhutto, as depicted in Toru the poem, embodies several admirable qualities that make him an enduring symbol of devotion and virtue. Firstly, his unwavering perseverance stands out as he teaches himself archery with dedication despite being rejected by Dronacharya. Secondly, his humility and respect are evident as he continues to reverence Dronacharya as his master, even without formal acknowledgement. Thirdly, his selflessness shines through when he sacrifices his right hand thumb without hesitation, demonstrating his commitment to his Guru. Fourthly, his resilience and strength are apparent as he accepts his fate with grace and without shedding a tear. Lastly, his loyalty and his sense of honor are unparalleled as he fulfills his master's demand despite the personal loss it entails. These qualities together portray Bhutto as a figure of extraordinary moral integrity and dedication. To discuss the following in groups of four each and write in a paragraph, was Drona unfair in his demand? Dronacharya's demand for Bhutto's right hand thumb as recompense can be seen as unfair from several perspectives. Bhutto, despite being self taught and rejected by Drona as a formal student, revered him as his master and demonstrated unwavering respect and loyalty. By demanding such a significant sacrifice, Drona deprived Bhutto of his exceptional skill and future opportunities solely to ensure Arjuna's supremacy. While the Drona's actions were driven by his promise to Arjuna, this decision placed his obligation to one disciple, both fairness and equality. Bhutto's willingness to comply without resentment, however, highlights his selflessness and moral strength, which starkly contrasts with the harshness of Drona's demand. This act ultimately raises questions about the ethical responsibilities of teachers and the extent of loyalty to one's promise. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment and save the playlist. Thank you very much. Bye bye.